Hey gang, good to see you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you know right off the top that I am autistic. You don't have to do a whole lot with that information. Just know that if you heckle me, it is technically an ableist hate crime. I got three main ways that my autism comes across. Selective mutism, which means sometimes I just might stop talking. Info dumping, which means I don't stop talking, and I apologize. And flapping, which I'm doing now, and sometimes I talk in sign language, and I don't mean to offend you. There's a lot of stereotypes about what autistics like and don't like. Most people assume that I can't understand social cues because of Asperger's, autism, whatever label they know. I can understand social cues. It's kind of, like knowing the language but not being able to speak it. I get it. I just don't know how to do it. I'm like Chewbacca or a Mexican grandma on a sitcom. The other big thing is that people assume that I don't want to hug. I fucking love hugs. Are you kidding me? Hugs are the best. Side hugs, full hugs. I lift you, you lift me. Don't, not worth it. I have literally waited in line to hug celebrities. The best, and I don't mean the best celebrity, I mean the best hug. The very best hug was Mr. Henry Winkler. And I'm not ashamed to admit that I paid for it. I didn't have to. That's the thing. If you've never been to a Comic-Con, you don't have to pay to meet most of the celebrities. Except fucking Shatner. He doesn't need a private room. But when you go, usually you can only get a picture if you pay like $40 or get an autograph or something. And I'm like, I don't need to do that. I'm just gonna go meet him real quick, shake his hand, give him that hug, and get out of there. But the motherfucker was selling himself. He was going up and down the line. Hello, everybody. It is so good to see you. I'm so happy you could come today. When you come out, feel free to buy any of my books. I've got memoirs. I've got children's books. I have Mad Libs that I wrote myself. That is real. Look up Henry Winkler Mad Libs. They are adorable. The thing is, I wasn't going to pay him. But when I got up there, I gotta get a picture, he sold himself so well. And I told him, hey, I'll pay for a picture, but really, all I want is a huh. And I didn't get a G out. All I got was a huh. And he just comes into me and surrounds me like a firm cloud of butter. And I swear to God, I do not remember giving him $40, but I had $40 left when I left. And the hugs aren't always great. I've hugged Ron Funches, I've hugged Eddie. I won't go into the nerdy sci-fi guys, I'm sorry. You won't. Warehouse 13, you guys fans at all? Eddie McClintock?
Yes.
Yeah, see, no one else cared. But as nice as Henry Winkler was, I also get not great responses. Hit Michael Rooker, Walking Dead, Guardians of the Galaxy, Mary Poppins, y'all. I just wanted to shake his hand. All I wanted to do was just meet the guy and get out of there. And I told his handler, hey, can I get in there, shake his hand? I'm a big fan. And he said, oh yeah, sure. And if you don't know, Michael Rooker was in a lot of stuff, but he was also in the 1995 cult classic Mallrats by Kevin Smith. And in that film, there is a scene where Michael Rooker, unfortunately, gets his hand shaken by someone who had his hand firmly up his butt. Now, most people that we would call neurotypical, which not autistic, would know to give the social cue of not bringing up shit-covered hands while you're shaking someone's hand. I just went in there, I was like, hey, good to meet you. And whole time, 2 minutes at the most, like just going at it. And I'm like, I'm a big fan. I love you so much. Mallrats is one of my favorite movies. And, you know, I've always wondered, just has anyone ever sting palmed you in real life? He does not react. He just thinks, no, just shaking my hand. You know, it's never happened in all these years. I'm like, well, what if I told you? It was happening right now. He kind of smiled and he pulls me in and he pulls me into a hug. And he said, he whispers, and not kidding, just very, very soft. I would hunt you down. And I would kick your ass. I was not brave enough to turn around to see if he smelled his hand, but you know he did. It's really not easy figuring stuff out when you're autistic, especially romance. If you want to help me figure out romance, you're welcome to, ladies. But I don't have the easiest time. My first kiss was when I was 21 years old. I did not give it. I would hardly say I received it. I was in an improv for theater class in a community college, so you know I'm well trained. And the whole class was essentially just to learn how to handle when things go wrong on stage, which is really just a fancy way of make shit up when someone fucks up their part. And the way we train that is we would do these things called gifts. An improv, a gift is just when you mess up on purpose and you drive the scene even further. It's why improvisers are so gifted at disappointing their families. So in the final of this class, we didn't have to improvise the whole thing, but we did have to set up a scene, and then each of us had to provide a gift for one of our partners. And then, you know, the teacher would grade us and we'd get our notes and go on with our lives. My partner decided that the gift she was going to provide was kissing me on the mouth with tongue. I did not return the kiss. I did not push her off. I did not weep with sheer joy. All things I would do were to happen on this stage. Again, ladies. I froze, which technically meant I failed the assignment. That said, when we sat down, got our notes, the teacher was very impressed because what I haven't mentioned up until this point is that the character that I was a parody of the teacher. And he was very impressed that I had the wherewithal to react exactly as he would for it to happen to him. Stupefied, well-dressed, and unfamiliar with a woman's affections. It has been a treat, folks. You're making autistic dreams come true. I do not know how to tell you how terrified I am that I was presented as a hometown hero, but I am so proud to be representing you all.